We are inside the app today, and there's not two of us, there's three of us. I'm Alex Simmons.
I'm Leon Price.
And we've got big Ron Palumbo, greatest name in Rugby League, or right up there. Ron, welcome to the League One Game of the Week. You're a London Scholars boy, but you've had a bit of a journey via West Wales.
Yep.
Firstly, how did you end up landing in West Wales?
Got signed over there through their coach, who was pretty credible back home. Came over and things didn't work out for whatever reason, and got offered a chance to go to Scholars, which has really worked out good for me, both on the field and off the field. So yeah, it's been great so far.
Talk to us about the coach at West Wales, because you said he's won a Q Cup. He did a great job with the Cutters.
Yep.
But it must be quite difficult at the West Wales. They're still yet to win a game.
Yeah, well, credit to him for staying that long. To be honest, he's got probably a tough job taking a club like that and a team like that. But look, yeah, best of luck to him, man.
From West Wales to London Scholars, a few Jamaicans down there. Jamaican head coach Jermaine Coleman.
Yeah.
How have you found the Scholars and the group down there? Because it's quite a tight knit group, and you've got some real characters in likes of Omari Caro.
Yeah, definitely. Mainly like off the field, it's really good socially. Like all the boys are really, really tight knit, as you said. On the field, like we all play for each other, which you can see from the relationship off the field. So, yeah, a lot of the Jamaican boys are really good to get along with and all of that. So, yeah, it's good.
And have you had a few good nights out in London? I'm taking it.
I've had a few. It's been a few kitchen spots as well. So, it's been good. It's been good.
Pricey, let's start this week. Coventry 10, Doncaster 54. Ominous signs as we head towards Rangi time. Not far away now, a few weeks away. Jason Talley, who's been in the team of the month, getting a hat-trick for Doncaster.
Yeah, I think it's just about consistency now for these boys, for Doncaster. Real poor start to the season, but they look like they're coming strong now. They're picking up results week after week. Like you say, and a big signing with Rangi Chase to come. So, yeah, it's looking good for Richard On.
The young centre Scott as well, who's on loan over there, and Watson Bowes, who came from Featherstone, both getting on a try, over for a try, looking like players who are making a real big impact for Carl Allsmond.
Yeah, I really like the look of Watson Bowes. I think when he partners up with Rangi Chase, it could be something special. Really lively, comes off his outside foot, show and go. I think he scored the full length try a couple of weeks ago on the league app. So yeah, I think I'm really looking forward to how the impact of Rangi has on these boys who are already travelling well at this moment in time.
Ron, what about Rangi Chase? Obviously, former man of steel. He's been banned for drugs, but he's coming back into League One. Someone like yourself, obviously, everybody knows Rangi. You're looking forward to coming up against him?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really good for the league to have someone of that quality coming back to this level and playing and trying to work his way back up, hopefully, for him. So I think it's really good for the league and obviously really good for Donny.
Doncaster are a team as well. They're there or thereabouts up at the top of the table.
Yeah.
It's condensing every single week.
Yeah.
What's the chat like at the moment with the Scholars boys?
I think we all know, like, even looking at the ladder, the top six, it's really tight. Obviously, Whitehaven might, be a level above at this stage. Newcastle's made some really good signings as well, so I think they'll probably come really good. Bit of a dark horse there, but with the likes of like Donny coming up with Rangi Chase, every team in the top six can beat each other on their day. So it's really tight comp, as you said.
Let's go over now to the New River Stadium, your home ground, to check out the action as London Scholars take on Whitehaven.
Wilkinson now carries close to the Scholars line. He's about a metre out now, looking to play the ball. Dowsett at dummy half, assesses his options. He's claiming for a quick play the ball. Ball goes out the back to Phillips. He comes across, short pass there now. I think it's the big fella, Kurt Maudling, hits the line hard. He's now a metre off the line. Dowsett at dummy half. Oh, neat little grubber kick in behind, and Big Cow will score. Opens the account for Whitehaven. Neat little move there from the dummy half. Newton at dummy half now. Ball goes to Forrester, puts the kick up high. It doesn't go, he's got a bit of hang time here. McCartney leaves it. He tries to tap it back now. And Forrester, he'll get there. Oh, mistake there from Ilias McCartney. He should have contested the football, let it bounce, and it pays dividends there for Whitehaven. Forrester now, short pass to Dion Air, shrugs off one, shows, tries to bounce across the line. He's wrapped up now, about 8 metres, put on his back, slow play the ball. Scholars line set, markers are set. They look to go down this short side through Callum Phillips. Out the back to Burns. Nice, neat hands from Whitehaven as Taylor promotes the ball to Thompson and he finishes in the corner. Great short side attacking play from Whitehaven as they further extend their lead. Opportunity now for Scholars as they're deep in Whitehaven territory. Juma out of dummy half, getting low, and I think he scored. Oh, poor goal line defence there from Whitehaven. Disappointment for them. Scholars score. Dion Air wrapped up now about 25 off the Scholars line centre field. They come down this short side. Nice shot and go from Forrester, steps off his left and promotes the ball there to number 15, Connor Holiday. The back rower scores to further extend the lead. Newton now 10 metres out from the line, Burns at dummy half, wide pass to Phillips, skips across the line, shows goes, poor defence there from the Scholars, he gets in between two defenders and wraps up a man of the match performance, Callum Phillips.
Pricey, an emphatic win there. I think everyone thought it'd be a little bit closer. Were you disappointed with London Scholars' performance on the day?
Yeah, I was probably a little bit disappointed in the scoreline. And speaking to the boys about the game, it seems like they just didn't get in the grind, didn't complete the sets, and didn't do the basics right. And in that kind of temperature, that kind of heat, if you've not got the ball and you're defending a lot, it's really, really difficult to win games. So, you know, it doesn't surprise me Whitehaven's performance. They've been going really, really well. They do the basics really well. They complete the sets, play one-out rugby, straight up the middle of the field, right up a defender, kick the ball long and defend. If you can do the basics right, then you go a long way to winning games. So, yeah, a little bit disappointed because I thought London had given probably a little bit better of a game, but Whitehaven are in form, and that's why the reason that they're at the top of the league.
Ron, Dion Air is a constant threat. What's he like to play against? He's a very tough man.
He's quality. When he comes off the bench, especially in the last 15 of each half, it's just quality, you know. When all the forwards are tight in the middle and you've got someone like that with good footwork, good offload, very creative player, it's you know, pretty hard to contain.
You heard there Andrew Henderson commentating, and while he was doing his commentary, he did take you to one side and give you a little bit of video about turning the hips.
A little bit of advice.
A bit of advice there. You took it well though.
Yeah, I've had a bit of an off game the past weekend, so looking forward to getting back to this weekend.
What would you say? You've picked up some really, really good results this year, especially against Workington when I was coaching against you. What would you say the difference has been between when you boys are playing well and to the moment where you probably picked up a couple of poor results?
I think probably still building. We're probably not where we need to be, or we haven't hit our peak yet. And coming up against teams like Whitehaven, who we've lost to twice in the last 4 games, probably we've taken a lot of lessons out of that game. The other team we lost against was Kifley, who are probably our bogey team this year. So we're not panicking at all, but we do know we've got a lot of work ahead to keep towards the top.
Newcastle 48. Workington 10, Joe Brown, Jamaica captain, getting over for a try. Mikey Lewis a hat-trick and Missy Talapapa a hat-trick. Big result for the Newcastle team.
Massive result. We kind of called it as well. We thought the form that they're in at the moment, it's a big result. 48-10 is a huge result, especially against Workington. We've got some quality players. Missy Talapapa getting a hat-trick. He's full of quality. I think the biggest player on the day, though, was Nick Newman. I think, from all accounts, breaking the line, taking the line on, he really orchestrated the victory, and I think he's been a massive signing and a bit of shrewd business there by Newcastle.
Do you know Nick Newman from back home?
I've heard of him, yeah. One of the boys, Robert, played with him back home, so...
Yeah, he looks like a good signing. Obviously, Coventry's best player, gone to Newcastle. Do you think they're the threat? I called it last week. I said that Newcastle, I think, will win the league. Yeah. Do you think that they get up there?
I think they go pretty close. They've got the team on paper, definitely. They've got, I think, 4 or 5 old NRL players there. Newman's class, we played against him twice this year when he was at Cov, so I think he'll probably add a bit of a spark in the halves, which is what they probably were lacking towards the start of the year. But across the park, they just got class. So. Who
do you think, obviously, playing this league and looking at the league right now, if London Scholars don't win it, who wins the league?
I think if somehow we don't, I'd say it'll be out of Whitehaven and Newcastle at the moment,
North Wales Crusaders 14, Keighley 6. This is the one you got wrong.
I got this one right.
You got this one right?
I said, we're going to go Crusaders because I didn't go with them all year.
Yes,
and they'd won the week before.
I went with Keighley.
And you went with Keighley. So I got a full house this week, Alex.
Full house this week for you. Keighley up in the scoring, but then North Wales come back. Great result for those guys.
Massive result. It's back-to-back victories for North Wales Crusaders. We were speaking before and we were saying they're a really quality team and we're surprised.
Your man crush on the coach.
Yeah, a bit of a man crush. It's good to speak well of people, isn't it? Yeah, but we're surprised that they've not picked up more results this year. They're a quality team, and Workington have got to score there this week, so that's going to be very, very interesting.
Oof. What do you know about the North Wales Crusaders?
As I was saying to Leon before, we came up against them and they were just really quality team across the park. We got the points in the last, I think, 2 or 3 minutes with the field goal. But yeah, surprising to see where they are on the table. They're just a really good team when we played against them anyway.
Obviously, the question to you both from London or to Working, is it a difficult journey to go over to North Wales Crusaders?
I think similar to London, whichever team, like from Workington's point of view, whichever team we played usually was near on a 2 or 3 hour journey anyway.
Yeah.
So we're used to travelling as London Scots will be used to travelling. Yeah. So it is a different. Going to any away team in the League One is hard to go to. Everybody plays better at home. So yeah, it's pretty difficult, but every journey is difficult if you're from Workington. You've got to travel all across the country.
Oldham 56, West Wales 6, Danny Langtry hat-trick. He
scored 3 tries before anybody else had even got the name on the sheet.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a quality player. I've spoken about him many times on this show before. A big admirer of his. Really good to see Oldham coming into some kind of form now. They're really good at contests, Whitehaven, for the top end of this table. I think Scott Naylor, after a couple of disappointing results over the past month, has really got this team back on track now. The signing of Danny Langtry has got them going forward. They seem like they're going to be really challenging for this top spot, and I could see them maybe pipping Whitehaven at the end of the season.
Have you come up against Danny Langtry personally yet?
No, I haven't. No.
Good luck. It's Oldham look like a good side. They seem very organised, very structured, and they play good rugby as well, Pricey.
Yeah, when we played against them at the start of the season, we just pipped them the very first game of the season. Very well structured, good rugby, very well organised, fit athletes, are in really good shape. They're a good team. They're a very good team, and Scott Naylor's a really good coach, good friend of mine. So yeah, I hope they do well.
Right, it's prediction time. We love prediction time. We're going to run through where the table's at. For all you viewers who might not know exactly how the table sits, Whitehaven sit on top after 13 games with 19 points. Oldham with 18 points. Newcastle Thunder 17. Hunslet, who've only played 12, with 16 points, so they could be up to 18 points. Then London Scullers in 5th with 15 points. Doncaster breathing down the neck with 14. It's so tight. It is so tight.
Yeah, I think the big thing is now is, I think obviously for Newcastle they've invested. I think Doncaster invested. It's who kind of can bring in some players that fits the squad at this end of the season, who can stay fit, who can stay consistent and keep on popping results off. So it's exciting times. Like I say, from 1 to 6, anybody can beat anybody. It's anybody's game.
And what's your thoughts going towards the business end, because you're sitting in 5th now?
Yeah.
Crucial place to be. Is it first one goes up, then 2 to 6 playoff. So
yeah.
Workington in 7th with 12 points. They're looking to get into that top 6.
Yeah. Well, that's what you want is just a chance of getting up, just a chance.
Yeah.
Obviously, it means so much more if you can just get on top spot as Whitehaven are at the moment and go up automatically. But once you're in there with a shot, everybody can beat anybody anyway.
It's going to be some great games between now and the end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right then, so it is prediction time. London Scholars in 5th versus Coventry in 9th. I'm definitely going to go Scholars at home.
Yeah, definitely. I think they'll bounce back after a disappointing result last week. I think they'll get back on the horse.
Scholars
this week.
Keeping their hips turned.
Yeah. Be taking all the tipsy games.
Keep enduring after.
Yeah. West Wales at home against Doncaster.
Yeah, I think obviously Doncaster win.
Big Doncaster win.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough day for West Wales, unfortunately for them.
Hunslet versus Newcastle, Sunday at South Leeds Stadium.
Massive game. But I've got to go with my head, which is telling me Newcastle are in form.
Yep.
And I think they'll continue their winning run.
What do you reckon?
I think with it being at Hunslet, they're in with a shot. But it'll be a tight one either way, I think. But I'd probably go Hunslet because of the home field advantage.
I think I'm going to go...
Come on.
I'm going to go Hunslet just to be different to you.
Okay.
Just be different
I like
to
that.
you.
I like that.
Yeah.
I got a full house last week.
Yeah, you did. North Wales versus Workington.
Now this is a heavy one for me. It's a hard one for me. I think Workington have lost the last 2 games. North Wales have won the last 2 games.
Yeah.
North Wales are at home.
Yep.
I'm going to go Workington.
Well, I'm obviously going to Workington. Where are you going to go?
I'd say Crusaders this week.
North Wales. Whitehaven versus Oldham. Top of the table
This
clash.
is a massive
I'm
game.
going Oldham.
Are
I'm
you?
going Oldham. Danny Langtree, I think he's going to be. He's just on fire.
Well, I'm going to go Whitehaven just to go against you.
Yeah.
And the last time that I went against Oldham, they won. So
Yeah.
and I got loads of stick for it. So I'm just going to go against them again.
What do you reckon, Ron?
Probably Whitehaven. Real clinical team. Can't see them losing.
Wow, it's all on. You've heard our predictions. It doesn't matter what we think. What do you think? Get online, tweet us. Also, thank you for coming down today.
Pleasure for having
Coming
me.
up today from London. You come to see friends. You got what have you enjoyed about the UK so far on this trip to the UK?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Australia.
Blackpool.
He wants to be back in Bondi. He wants to be back on Bondi. Have you been to Blackpool since you've been here?
I've read your paper back in the day.
Did you admire it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
You don't like it. You don't like
Not
it.
impressed at all. Mate, not impressed at all.
Have you been to Blackpool though?
I haven't.
No, well,
I don't-
maybe get to Blackpool while you're up north and have a look around.
I've seen the photos on Google, man. That'll do me. That's enough.
What's your thoughts in all seriousness about the quality of footy over here in this country?
I think it's a lot different to back home. It's more free flowing here. It's not as technical compared to back home. But for me personally, I enjoy that. Just throwing the ball around and being a bit more relaxed with playing. So for me, I really enjoy playing over here because of that.
London Scholars,
Yep.
will they go up this year?
I think we're in a good chance and a good spot to do so. If we can, hit our form again, I think we'll be pretty close to it. Yeah.
Maybe make the playoffs?
Definitely the playoffs. Yeah.
Definitely the
See how we
playoffs.
go from there.
Definitely
Yeah. I'll call it now. Yeah.
You heard it here first. London Scholars in the playoffs this year. Thank you for joining us. Tyrone Palumbo, Leon Price, myself, Alex Simmons. See you next week right here at League One Game of the Week.